received a defective return notice under Section 139(9). You need to respond to it within 15 days on the e-filing portal. This video will show you how. For using this service, the following conditions must be fulfilled. You must be registered on the e-filing portal and have an active PAN. You should have received a defective return notice under Section 139(9) or be an authorized representative for someone who has received such a notice. With this service, you can view and submit a response to the defective return notice online. You can also add or withdraw an authorized representative to respond to defective return notice. Let's see how to view the defective return notice on the e-filing portal. After logging into the portal, go to the Pending Actions menu and select E-Proceedings. On the E-Proceedings page, you can view the proceedings under For your action in capacity as self-authorized representatives can view and action the same proceedings following the same process, but after clicking the As Authorized Representative tab. On the defective notice under Section 139(9) Proceeding Record, click View Notices. On the View Notices for E-Proceedings page, click Notice Letter PDF. On the next page, you can view the notice details and download a PDF of the notice. Now, let's see how to submit a response to the defective return notice and view it after submission. On the e-Proceedings page, click View Notices for the relevant record. On the next page, click Submit Response. You will be taken to a page where details of defect will be displayed. You need to agree or disagree with the defect. In case of one defect, you can provide your response on the same page. If there's more than one defect in your return, you will need to click Provide Response to agree or disagree with the defects. Select Agree or Disagree for the defect, as applicable. If you disagree, then you have to select the relevant reason for disagreement from the drop-down menu. If you select Agree, then you have to select the mode of response, which is online ITR form or offline utility. The online ITR form option is presently available only for ITR 1 and ITR 4. If you select online mode, the ITR form that you already submitted for that AUI will open, so you can correct the defects in it. Once done, submit the ITR form. Please note that if you wish to change the original gross total income or claim of deductions under Chapter 6A, you need to file a revised return. If you select offline mode, you need to click Attach File and upload the corrected return in XML or JSON format, generated from the offline utility. Once uploaded, click Continue. Then, click the Declaration checkbox and click Proceed to E-Verify. On the next page, choose how you would prefer to e-verify your response: Aadhaar OTP, EVC, or DSC. Refer to the How to E-Verify video to learn how to e-verify returns and forms. On success, you will get a message confirming the submission, and an email will be sent on your email ID registered with the filing. You can view your response by clicking View Response on this page. Alternately, to view your submitted response, you can click Go to E-Proceedings and view your response from the For Your Information tab. Click View Notices. Then, on the next page, click View Response. You will be taken to a new page, where the details of the response you submitted will be displayed. You can also add or withdraw an authorized representative to respond to defective return notice using this service. Let's see how. On the e-Proceedings page, click Add View Authorized Representative on a proceeding under the For Your Action tab. On the next page, you will see details of previously added authorized representatives. If you haven't added any, click Add Authorized Representative. Then, enter the required details, the authorized representative type, PAN, and name. Please ensure that the person being authorized has a legally valid power of attorney. Then, click Confirm. A 6-digit OTP will be sent to your e-filing registered mobile and email. Enter the OTP and click Submit. On submission, you will get a success message. The added person has to accept the request and upload their power of attorney within 7 days post login to e-filing. Now let's see how to withdraw an authorized representative. Click View e-Proceedings. On the e-Proceedings page, click Add View Authorized Representative. On the Authorized Representative or AR page, you may choose to withdraw an AR. To do so, click Withdraw for that AR. To activate the authorized representative again, click Make Active. The process will be the same as when adding a new AR. If the authorized representative request has not been accepted by the AR yet, they will be removed, and the status will change to cancelled. If the authorized representative status is request accepted, then you have to provide the reason for withdrawal before they can be removed. Click OK. Then, the status will change to cancelled. That covers all the facilities under the Response to Defective Return Notice service. Connect with us for more information.